I'm an addict for sneakers.
What's good, what's good? Back up in the building. It's your boy DJ Delz, back with a brand new sneaker podcast at youtube.com/the sneaker addict. A lot of people keep asking me how do I feel about the whole NBA 2K14 Lebron James contest, I guess we'll call it. Some people have no clue what the hell I'm talking about right now, so I'm gonna explain to you first and then give my opinion on the whole situation. So basically, if you own NBA 2K14, you're playing on Xbox One or PS4, you can win the opportunity to buy this limited LeBron James 2K14 shoe. Now, facts that I want you to understand, they do not show you what the shoe looks like before or after you accomplish your goal on the game, and it gives you the opportunity to buy this shoe. They don't show you what the shoe looks like, so you have no clue what this sneaker looks like, and you have to buy the shoe to get it. It's not like, congratulations, you won. Bang, we're gonna mail you this shoe. You're awesome at the game. Thanks for buying the game. Thanks for supporting LeBron James. No. It's basically, congratulations. Now you have the opportunity to buy this limited shoe. You could be one out of 2014 people to own this limited shoe right here. But keep in mind, you have no clue what the shoe looks like at all. And you're going to pay over $200 for it. And if you want to win this shoe, if you're interested in this, if you want to buy this shoe that you have no clue what it looks like, but maybe you're... The only way I could understand you wanting to buy this shoe, honestly, is if you're like the biggest NBA 2K14 fan ever. Like, that's the only way I can understand you wanting to buy the shoe, if you have no clue what it looks like. That's my personal opinion. I mean, for you to buy a LeBron James shoe that cost over $200 and you don't even know what it looks like, I can't understand why you would want to buy the shoe unless you're a fan of the game and you just really feel like you accomplished something by winning the shoe in the game. It's kind of like an achievement and you want to buy the shoe because of that. But besides that, in my opinion, this is the second time this year I've seen Nike do something ridiculous with a LeBron James shoe. The first time definitely is the forging irons. To me, that's the most ridiculous thing. They charged you $50 more just to own an exclusive pair of shoes that, you know, they may not have made so many. And they weren't even that exclusive. They just were more limited than the rest of them. So in my opinion, that's the first nonsense that Nike LeBron has put out there this year. And I love Nike products. I love LeBron products, but I'm a consumer talking as a consumer. So you're going to get honesty. You're not going to get some side BS, you know. I'm not no undercover dude that works for Nike or nothing like that, you know, or nowhere affiliated with Nike. So at this point, you're going to get an opinion as a consumer, and that's just what it is. To me, that's so ridiculous with that forging iron. And now this is even taken ridiculous to a whole nother level. I mean, for you to spend over $200 on a shoe that you have no clue what it looks like, it's just like, I don't even know how to describe that, but you may be one of those people that bought the shoe and you may love my show. I don't want to insult you. I'm not trying to diss you or anyone that has bought this shoe, but I just can't understand why would you spend your hard-earned money on something that you can't even see. Like, you're not seeing the shoe. Like, you're not even seeing it. It could be the ugliest thing ever. It could, you know, be the wackest looking sneaker ever, and you just drop that money on something just because of the fact that it's limited. Like, to me, that's so crazy. Like, especially in 2013 where there's so many shoes releasing every week. I just think it's so funny in this day and age with sneakers that people are so thirsty to have something exclusive. They're willing to spend their money and buy something. Meanwhile, they have no clue what the sneaker looks like. So, in my opinion, I think it's ridiculous. But I'm not trying to insult anyone at the same time. But if you did buy this shoe, you know, I would love to understand why you would do that, you know. Do I really care? No, of course not. Some people may say, then why are you talking about it? I'm just giving you guys material here at the Sneaker Addict Show. This is a sneaker show. I put sneaker videos out. People come here to watch and listen to sneaker-related topics. And you know, this is entertainment, so I'm basically just talking about situations I think that are interesting and entertaining. So that's the whole thing with, you know, me speaking upon it. I'm not tripping that you personally may have bought it. I'm just saying that I don't understand why. I think it's safe to say, though, and I think most people will agree with me, if you copped this shoe and you're not even like a big fan of like NBA 2K14, that's just like the complete like highest level of ridiculousness ever. Like, you're literally just jumping on to cop the shoe just because of the fact it's limited. You have no clue what it looks like, or you don't even care for the game, which to me is my favorite game. I love NBA 2K14. It's my favorite game. And I love basketball. I can't understand how anyone could not love basketball but buy all of LeBron James shoes, Michael Jordan shoes. I just don't understand how you cannot love the game of basketball and own so many pairs of basketball shoes. To me, like, I understand, like, maybe if you don't play basketball because, you know, we all get older and whatnot. When I was a kid, I used to play basketball every day, but I'm not a kid no more. I'm a grown man that has a busy schedule, and I don't have time. I have kids too. Like, it'll be fun me like teaching them how to play basketball and stuff like that. But, you know, for you not even to watch basketball, play the game, and you're trying to win these shoes, I know there's people out there that are doing that too. There's definitely, because people are so desperate to get something so limited. I don't know why, but it's just what it is in this quote-unquote sneaker game, I guess we'll call it. People just try so hard to impress people that they're willing to buy a shoe. Meanwhile, they have no clue what the shoe even looks like. It's like the level of desperation to own something and be noticed as far as with sneakers. It's just like, it's almost pathetic in my opinion. And I know that's a little harsh, and I keep saying I don't want to disrespect people, but I got to give my honest opinion, and maybe what I'm saying will make you realize that, you know, maybe Delz is right. It's kind of ridiculous. I just spent over $200 on the shoe. Sometimes we all just get caught up with excitement. Some call it hype. Some call that being a hype beast. It happens to everyone, you know. In NBA 2K14, really, like, you couldn't cough up the money to buy all 2014 pairs to give away to your fans that buy your game every single year. That's light money. This company makes so much money, and they couldn't do that for their fans. That would have been so much of a bigger deal. That would have been such an awesome thing to do for your fans versus having to make them buy the shoe if they want it. That's so whack to me. Like, that's really whack. An example of how to do a great promo run with Nike would be when they did those foam posits, the Paranorman foam posits. That film company bought all the shoes and gave them away for free. That's how you do it. That's something special. That's just, excuse my French, fucking awesome to do right there. Like, everyone that got that shoe, they got it for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put their photo out there, you know, their interesting photo out there, and they were able to win the shoe for free. That's fucking awesome. There's no other way to say it but fucking awesome. But this right here is just ridiculous that you're putting out a promo with Nike, but you're going to make them actually have to buy the shoe, and you're not even going to show them the shoe. The audacity that you're going to ask people for their money, and they're not even able to see the shoe they're buying is ridiculous. But as I said before, what's more ridiculous, them asking you to buy the shoe or you buying the shoe when you don't even get to see it? Only way I think it makes sense is if you're like super diehard NBA 2K fan, like you got all the games, you buy them every year. Every single year you're buying them, you playing non-stop, you're online constantly playing. Then I understand. But besides that, I still am like, oh man, I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. As I said, this is the second time this year I've seen Nike do something with LeBron's line and me just be like, wow, that's really unbelievable. The Forging Irons is the most like obnoxious release of the year in my opinion, that they charge $50 more just because it's more limited. But at the end of the day, can you be mad at the brand? The shoe sold. So hey, they're making their money. The customers want to cough up the money, and at the end of the day, If you feel comfortable with spending $50 more on a shoe for no reason whatsoever, then that's your business and that's the way you decide to spend your money. I always say in these podcasts and these blogs and vlogs, whatever it is, whether it's me writing something on my blog or speaking about it in front of a camera or on a microphone, I'm not trying to convince people to like something, to dislike something. I'm just speaking on topics because a lot of people want to hear what I have to say about topics, and that's all it is at the end of the day. I'm a consumer, just speaking my mind as a consumer. And that's my podcast for today. Leave your comments below in the comment box. If you're interested in learning more about this, just go to thesneakeraddict.com and you'll find all the information to this contest. If you can't find it, there's a search bar. You just type in NBA2K14. It'll pop right up. There'll be all the information you need to know about entering the contest and more. And I don't discourage anyone to enter. This isn't about me like trying to go against the grain and going against Nike, because I love Nike. You know how many Nike shoes I own? I own hundreds of Nike shoes. I love Nike shoes. I just feel like this is just something that I wanted to talk about because I think it's just really interesting and completely ridiculous at the same time. Leave your thoughts. Check my blog out, thesneakeraddict.com. If you're not going to my blog at least once a day, you're missing out. I'm always posting new information on what's hot and what's going on in the sneaker world. It's different than other blogs too, because I also help people out on my blog whenever I find out about restocks, if I find out about any kind of deals, if I find out anything to help people out with sneakers, it's going to be at the Sneaker Addict blog, which is thesneakeraddict.com. So if you're not going there at least once a day, I say morning, noon, and night like clockwork because it's constantly being updated. But if you're not going at all, just go once a day. Check it out because it's really got a lot of good stuff on there. So go to the blog and check out all the material that's up at thesneakeraddict.com, the people's blog, you already know. And make sure to follow my Instagram too, which is Team DJ Delz. Catch up on all the reviews too in the description box below. I'll throw a bunch of links. I reviewed this surprise package I got from Adidas. If you have not seen this video, you gotta see this video. Adidas surprised me and sent me this big wooden, like custom wooden Brooklyn Nets package. It's so crazy. Like, you just gotta watch this episode. It's insane. It's probably gonna be one of my favorite episodes ever on my channel. So for me to say that means you need to see that if you're a fan of the show and you haven't seen that yet. And I've reviewed a lot of shoes, early release stuff. Not early release like it's like B grades and nothing like that. These are authentic, you know, the official release shoes. You're just getting to see them early. I actually reviewed the KD Rugrats, which I'm kind of disappointed in because I really like that shoe. I can't understand why Nike would put out a shoe and a concept that had to do with a show that really doesn't even really air anymore on TV. I mean, I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they watch cartoons all the time, and there's no Rugrats on TV. These guys put out a shoe with a concept from a cartoon that's not really even airing anymore from the generation beforehand. I don't understand why they wouldn't put this shoe out in men's sizes. I think it's pretty crazy that they did not do this. I think Nike really dropped the ball on that. Leave your thoughts on that also. There'll be a link for that review. A bunch of reviews I think people would like to watch on some upcoming releases. I'm going to do another podcast talking about some of the upcoming releases. Just curious about what shoes people are aiming to get in the next couple of weeks. And everyone out there also with your Taxi 12s, if you're trying to get them, I know Champs did a raffle yesterday, and I'm pretty sure like all the other spots are doing their raffles like on Wednesday and Thursday. So I recommend calling or going to your local spots on like today or tomorrow and finding out exactly when the raffles are, because who knows, it could be today for all I know. Every city, state's different from my understanding. Some are very much the same, but there are some that are different. So call up, find out the information. Taxi 12 if you're thinking about getting it and you're on the fence about it, maybe because of a quality reason. They are so dope, in my opinion. I'm very happy with the quality of them. I'm super happy with them. I did a comparison video with the OG and the retro. Incredible video. I mean, you know, it's just a beautiful thing to see the original right next to this retro. I recommend seeing that video too. It's amazing. It's just amazing seeing them side by side. So make sure you check out that video too. Another favorite of mine that I've shot this year. And that's really it. I just ended up talking more when I was just about to end the video. But it's all good. These are podcasts, and that's why I like this whole podcast thing, because it's kind of cool how I could just freestyle this off the top. And I also realized what's so dope about podcasts is the fact that it's really just audio. So, you know, it's like theater of the mind. It's just like radio, which I've done in the past. So this is something that I have a little bit of skills with, and it's easy for me to do. And at the same time, you can listen to it while, you know, you're doing stuff. You don't really need to watch. You could always listen to it. And that's what's really dope about podcasts. I've really started appreciating podcasts lately for what they are. I never really realized how dope podcasts are. Not saying mine when I say how dope they are. I'm talking about like other podcasts. Like, I'm really late to it when it comes to podcasts, because I know it's been going on for many years, but by me realizing how dope podcasts are, it's made me start doing them, because now I understand why I should do them, because not everyone has time to watch a sneaker review, but you know, they may be right now on the treadmill, you know, working out, or they may be sitting at their desk at their job, you know what I mean, where they got their headphones on and they could listen to this podcast. So podcasts are dope, and I'm going to continue to do them when I feel like it's a subject that's worthy of me talking about, because I want to keep it entertaining and fun at the same time. Shout out to everyone too. Shout out to all the fans. Shout out to all the supporters out there that show that love. I meet people here and there, but lately it's been crazy. Every time I go out, people have noticed me lately, and they're like really like excited to see me, and that's cool. Make sure if you watch the show and you love your boy DJ Delz and you want to take like a photo with me or anything, don't feel discouraged. If you see me and you're a fan of me and you're excited to see me, say what's up to me. I love meeting everyone. I love it. The only time I would recommend not is if I'm like busy, you know what I mean? Like if you see me like really busy doing something, like, I don't know, if I'm like with my children and I'm like, you know, in the middle of doing something like with them, you know what I mean? Like if I'm not super busy, if you can see I'm just hanging out, make sure to say what's up to me. I always love taking pictures with fan supporters of the show. So never feel discouraged to ask for a photo. Never, ever, 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 ever. Because it's cool that you guys watch the show, and I want to take the picture with you just as much as you want to take the picture with me, because I think it's really cool that, you know, people are watching my show and are entertained by it. So I don't mind. I love meeting people that love what I do, you know what I mean? Because if no one's listening or watching or reading what I do, then what I do is useless, you know? There has to be the other side of things. It's me putting something out there, and it's you guys taking it and enjoying what I'm doing. If there's none of that going on, then this shit is just useless, you know? I'm just speaking to myself, you know? I might as well be doing this podcast to the wall that I'm staring at right now. It's not being heard, you know? So never feel discouraged if you see me. Say what's up to me. You know, I love everyone that got love for me, like, for real. As long as you show me love and respect, you're gonna get it twice as much back, you know what I mean? So shout out to everyone I've been meeting out there lately. And let me end this podcast. I don't want it to get too long. I'm gonna put out another one soon. You know, if anyone ever has any ideas of what they'd like me to speak about, just hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on the Sneaker Addict Twitter, which is twitter.com/the Sneak Addict. I had to cut the ER from sneaker because it was too long, so it's the Sneak Addict. So hit me up there if you have any ideas of anything you want me to speak about, or if you have any questions, always hit me when it has to do with sneaker stuff over there, because that's like the sneaker Twitter. Like, I always check that out, and I try to answer everyone back on my Twitter account over there. My other Twitter account is more of a personal account where I just like talk about everything I could possibly want to talk about, from sports to music to whatever. So that's it. I'm out. Alright, I'm gonna just shut this damn mic off. I can't stop. Alright, talk to you guys really soon.
DJ Delz, you know I love you.
I can do it all, anything I wanna. Got a dream, go for it, just do it like Nike. No fear, wheelie on the Kawasaki. Crack your jaw like the white dude playing hockey. Delz a winner like Rocky. 2 arms up, champion can't stop me. Wave gang be the team, New York be the city. We the best, you we pity. See us shining like Diddy.